I've already browned some bacon in a little bit of olive oil, nice and crispy. I'm adding the shallots. And I'm gonna add a little bit of salt just to start sweating those. So let's add some salt to the pasta water. And let's grab some linguine. We'll add some red pepper flakes in a bit. So I'm gonna make this with linguine, very traditional way to make it. And what I love about the linguine is that they're sort of a flat surface. They allow the sauce to really stick to it. Start cooking the linguine. This is a really fast sauce, so you wanna start cooking the pasta almost right from the beginning. We're gonna chop 2 cloves of garlic, not too much garlic. I don't wanna overpower it. That's one thing about this dish, that sometimes, you know, you'll have it in a restaurant and they tend to overpower it with too much garlic. But garlic and lobster, you know, they work well together if it's a delicate pairing. There we go. All right, chop up the garlic, get it right in there with the shallot. Next, we're gonna add some tomatoes. So we're just doing tomato puree, something very simple, not flavored, there's nothing in here but pureed tomatoes. Keeping it very, very clean so we can highlight the lobster. Plus, I think lobster is one of those ingredients that makes people feel really special when they come over, like you really went all out for them. We're gonna add some red pepper flakes, just a tiny bit. I think wakes up the flavors of the lobster, so it's good, and the cream sauce. And then a 1/4 cup of heavy cream. Just to kind of make it nice and velvety, you know. It's a holiday party. I want it to be fun, and I want it to look like a pink sauce. I think the pink sauce with the lobster works really, really well. So we're gonna let this simmer for a couple of minutes while the pasta cooks. I am going to chop up the finishing touches. We're gonna really basically finish this off with some basil and some tarragon, and then some arugula and some peas. So lots and lots of color and lots of fresh flavors. Basil's up here. Next, we're gonna do some tarragon. It's sort of a mild licorice sort of flavor, and it works really, really well with fish, shrimp, lobster, and I feel like it's very underused and people don't know what to do with it. Let's take a look at our pasta real quick. Oh yeah, it's coming along, folks, it's coming along. Let's try this pasta. Mmm. Perfect. Perfectly al dente. It's funny because you really want to take the pasta out just like a minute before it becomes cooked, really. That's what al dente means. It has a bite to it because it finishes cooking in the sauce. All right, first and foremost, following my grandfather, let's add the Parmesan cheese right on top of the pasta so it sticks to the pasta, and then the sauce will stick to the cheese that sticks to the pasta. The old Southern Italian school of thought was that you don't add cheese to a pasta that has fish in it, but new school of thought, you can add cheese to anything you want. We are going to add the basil. See how pretty this is? Very Christmas colors. And the tarragon. Then I'm gonna add the lobster. There we go. So I bought these from my fishmonger. And usually you can buy already cooked lobster. So 2 tails and 4 claws, and that's pretty much enough. Put that right on top. Because I love arugula, a cup of arugula for a little spiciness. It's like eating my salad in my pasta. I always like to add a little arugula to everything. And for a little sweetness, peas. A cup of defrosted peas right over the top. And we're gonna turn off the heat and just toss everything together. And look how beautiful. If this doesn't look like Christmas, I don't know what does. Oh, I think my family's gonna flip over this. It's gonna be so good. Only thing I still wanna do though is, I just wanna give it a quick little try because I just wanna make sure that the seasoning is right. Tiny bit more salt and we're good to go.